Hello, welcome to the 2025 Australian Underwater Hockey National Championships. This is game 135 of the championship with the Victorian and South Australian Masters teams here. Just before the matches started now, check, and it looks like there are just under 50 seconds left until the game begins. And looks like Victoria are on the white team with South Australia playing black in this round. Yeah. Okay, the game will resume shortly. Well, begin shortly. Just getting a list of the players up for us. So.
Wild pass, they picked it up. Some speed out there.
The overlay is still Victoria versus Queensland.
Bit of a weapon, Ryan.
Overlay is still.
Yeah. Now, I apologise for that. My microphone was turned off. Looks like there was a call from the referee that looks like advantage to Victoria here. I have to apologise. There are two kind of teams here. There's us in the broadcast room, then way at the other end of the pool, there are the timekeepers. And for whatever reason, we haven't got the timekeeper here. Well, we haven't got the court time here, or any of the score. But we will try and relay that information to you. And it looks like South Australia contesting that puck on the far wall. And there has been a call from the referee. No, there has not. That was for the wrong court. And that looks like that there is an advantage for Victoria now. Looks like the play is being set up in that far corner there. Not all the way in the corner, but this could be a good opportunity for Vic to get out along that diagonal. And they're playing the advantage now. Like Victoria are trying to push out 45 degrees towards the goal tray. can't exactly tell what's happening here. Looks like South Australia might have the puck in that far corner now. And a call from the refs. Just check that for you now. I have to go now. The commentary will return shortly. Just need to fix a problem with one of the cameras in the other court.
So far, it looks like the referee has called a penalty against something. Going against the wall, almost a goal just then. If they can get it back, then that is South Australia's goal.
Driving in, big flick. Everyone's on the bottom. No breathing. Back on the top. They're going to get back down. Oh, look at that. They're playing straight to
Looks
the
like
right.
another free puck.
Back to swing. Whoa, who was that? Massive swing.
Hello, back here. Quick dip in the pool, never hurt anybody. Looks like the play is in the middle of the court over on that far wall. Does look like a goal was scored. Don't know what team that's for. Just have to see, wait until the team scores a goal again, see who that was. And it looks like Victoria have an advantage puck here.
New South Wales called a timeout. After a big swing like that, the ball needed a bit of fair. It was really frantic, that drive down the pool. Surprised the Queenslanders, I think.
And they're off. Victoria pushing that advantage. Looks like they have been diverted over into the far corner now. Both teams scrambling, trying to get that puck out and onto one of their teammates. You can either score a goal or run the puck up that far wall, depending on which team they're on. Despite the efforts of both teams, the puck is still in that far corner. No, it looks like South Australia have made a break up through, running along that far corridor. Neither team seems to have definitive possession of the puck here. And it looks like there has been a call from the referee. Just wait to see what that is. It looks like the refs have called a timeout.
Pushing in into the middle, it's a bit dangerous. Cameras come back, and they've driven it to the corner.
Looks like the referee timeout has concluded with an advantage puck given to South Australia. And the advantage is being played now up in that far corner. SA will be trying to come out on that diagonal. Victoria trying to push back, keep them on the wall, get an opportunity to make a big run. Looks like Victoria have managed to bring the puck back into neutral ground in the middle of the court there.
A really good attack from New South Wales. Again, they sort of held the
7.5 minutes left in this half of the match.
2 lanes within the goal and fire. They're on fire and they drove it in.
Looks like, yep, the refs have called an advantage to South Australia here. Looks like there was a foul committed by Victoria, I think stick infringement. And that is when a player, I think, uses their stick in a player uses their stick and hits the opponent's stick before the puck. Now, that can be quite a big deal because applying pressure onto the opponent's stick can move it out of the way, and that can give you an opportunity to get the puck where it isn't the point of the game. And that's why it's a foul. 6.5 minutes left. Looks like the puck is right up in South Australia's side of the goal. Victoria get the puck in. Have to see if that is confirmed. And that is a goal. Just wait for the score to be updated. And that the score is now 2-0 to Victoria. And looks like South Australia have called a timeout here, so this means they'll get that both teams will get a minute to recover and revise their strategy. Of course, it could be it is an opportunity to both teams, but it is often an advantage to the team that called the timeout, as they have seen something that needs to be changed, whereas the opposing team might not have as much advice to give. Just under 6 minutes left in this match.
The word amongst the players that refereeing this comp is sort of top level. All the calls are really well judged. No one's really had big gripes with the referees, which is good.
And the timeout has concluded.
Moments, but
Looks like South Australia are first to the puck, just barely, but do manage to gain some good possession of the puck, pushing through Victoria here. Victoria managing to bring that puck over to the far wall.
Stu Park in front of the camera.
And it's like South Australia making a good push up to Victoria's third of the court here. Going to put Vic on the defensive. There are just over 5 minutes left in this match. Confirmation on that. Looks like the refs are signalling for a foul. I suspect that might be no goal. that is no goal here, so Victoria will get an advantage puck. It is still very close to their tray, but they'll get first possession of the puck and an opportunity to push out away from their defensive third. And they're off playing it. No, I apologise earlier. That was a penalty shot given to Queensland. Sorry, South Australia. What that means is there was only one Victoria defender in the court there with two South Australian attackers. It's very hard to play a team sport on your own, but not impossible. If the defender can manage to get the puck before the attacker can pass it off, or if the attacker passes it off to their other player too early, the defender can get a chance to take the puck and swim it off to the side. And they're off from the strike again. Looks like South Australia get it. I feel Victoria could have taken the puck there, but it chose to hang back a bit. Have seen some very even strikes here. Fast forwards on both teams. Looks like Victoria are pushing up along the near wall. See how they go. The puck is in the goal. That is a goal for Victoria. The score is now 3-1 in Victoria's favour. And off from the strike again. Let's see if it's another even strike here. We can't see what has happened. Based on the surface of the pool, it looks like there's not much movement happening. Victoria are slowly pushing up along that far wall. Now, 3 minutes left in the match now. Oh, in this half of the match at least. And looks like that is an advantage puck being given to Victoria here. And going down to play that advantage now. Looks like South Australia are switching the puck over to this near wall. That is a call from the referee. Advantage to South Australia this time. SA getting a chance to push out of their defensive third. And looks like that is a timeout called by Victoria. Now I've explained timeouts before. And each team gets one timeout for each half. There's another type of timeout, which is when the referees need to make a decision, they can call a timeout. And unlike the timeouts that are called by the coaches of the teams, the referee timeout only counts up. So they can drag on a bit. Does look like an advantage. No? Referee made a mistake there. The referee on deck, it's fine. Everyone has to learn, or there'd be no one that was good at anything. Looks like play is over on the near wall now. Now the near wall is where the sub benches are for both teams. They'll get an opportunity to bring in some fresh players. And I don't know for sure there. That could be a goal for Victoria. That is a goal. Score is now 4-1 in Victoria's favour. A minute and 20 seconds left in this half. And a minute left now as both teams come out on the strike. Can't quite see who got that. Sorry. Looks like an advantage is being given to South Australia here. This could be crucial with only 35 seconds left in this half. And they're down, playing the advantage. It's like there's another call by the referee. Advantage to South Australia again. Only 5 seconds left in the match though. And that is half time. So there is now a 3-minute pause as both teams swap ends. The score is Victoria 4, South Australia 1. Seconds before the play resumes now. I'd like to apologise. Our camera covering the middle of the court is experiencing some difficulties. We have had a lot of technical problems this competition, but it's a lot of old equipment, and I have heard we will probably be getting some new stuff for the next comp. Should go a long way in improving the viewing experience. Now, Victoria are going into this second half with a 3-point lead, which is quite a good position for them. Of course, you never know what's going to happen in the second half. After both teams have had 3 minutes to revise their plan, revise their strategy. Or sometimes remind the players of a strategy. like play is over in that on that far wall now, but South Australia have taken the puck, so taking a bit of time to adjust to the ends being switched. But South Australia have taken the puck back out into the middle on that far wall, and making a brilliant push here. But it looks like Victoria has taken the puck and gotten a bit of a breakaway now. South Australia scrambling to try and tamp down on that. But looks like Victoria are still pushing through. South Australian player there making second efforts, defending against two players in a row. That is quite tough. And looks like the puck is in the goal. Just wait. It does look like that was a goal. So the score is now 5-1 in Victoria's favour. And they're off from the strike. Looks like South Australia getting there first this time. Trying to pass on to one of their backs, but the Victorian forward just smash into them, contesting the puck there, forcing both teams over to the far wall. Now a lot of play has been happening on the far wall, and looks like South Australia switching over to the near wall this time. As I was saying, a lot of play has been happening on that far wall, and South Australia will have an advantage there. The majority of players are right-handed, and that means that the end of their stick is against their wall when the wall is to their left, which makes it far easier to move the puck without committing a foul. Anyway, looks like Victoria have the puck out in that near corridor, trying to run along towards South Australia's goal, not making it that far it seems. A lot of back and forth here, neither team retaining possession of the puck for very long. Looks like there's a call being made by the referee, and that is advantage for South Australia, I believe. Apologies, advantage for Victoria. It's a bit hard to tell what's going on from the other end of the pool. It looks like South Australia doing a good job bringing the puck over into their corner, but Victoria managed to bring it out just as fast. In fact, neither team managing to keep it out of that corner for very long. Minutes left in this half now, and as it looks like the play is out in front of South Australia's goal tray. Will they be able to keep the puck out of their goal? Looks like the puck is in, and that is another goal for Victoria. The score is now 6-1 in Victoria's favour. With 10.5 minutes left in this match. Victoria have been showing some great play here and are really good at getting the puck out of that corner so they can kind of zigzag it into the goal. And they're off from the strike. South Australia get the puck, passing it onto their far side wing. Looks like the puck is in Victoria's far side corner now. Haven't really seen that much defensive play from Victoria. Don't know how they'll go at it. South Australia are making a good push along that right wall towards the goal tray. There has been a call from the referee, and that is advantage to South Australia. This is a really dangerous position for Victoria here, and a really good one for SA. And looks like Victoria have called a timeout now. As I was talking about earlier, Victoria doing a great job of getting the puck out of South Australia's corner, but being in the corner isn't really an ideal position for the attacking team anyway. So I have to say South Australia have been doing a great job on the defensive as well. And now have managed to push up and in quite a good position. It's like there's just over 9 minutes left in this match.
Love to see what's going on, but camera 3 is not playing for us.
Play has resumed. South Australia playing that advantage here. Can't exactly tell what's going on.
Alright, so then
Looks like there's another call from the referees. Advantage to South Australia again. Victoria will be pushed further back towards their goal tray. Almost right up on their wall.
just as they're pushing to the goal, let's see if he comes back. Where's that defender? Good work.
There are 8.5 minutes left in this match.
Pushing in, buzzer goes.
Looks like South Australia trying to come out on the diagonal.
Cheering.
It's a big fight here. It's like Victoria have got the puck in their far side corner. And looks like Victoria have the puck running along that far wall. But the ref has called a foul against Victoria here. South Australia getting advantage. And Victoria are right up against their wall now. Now you might think that Victoria could have some home field advantage, but there isn't really a lot of play at Ballarat. Most of these players are either from Geelong or Wonthaggi, both of which are not nearly as slippery as the Ballarat pool is. I think everyone would have had to adapt to that. Looks like Vic are doing a good job coming out on the diagonal towards the goal tray. South Australia scrambling. They're in front of Vic, but we don't know if they'll be able to stop them. Brilliant pass from South Australia there. A big breakaway. Can Vic stop this? Looks like that South Australian player has been turned around. There's a call from the referees. Didn't quite catch that. Looks like a referee timeout has been called. Its current score is still 6-1 in Victoria's favour.
Alright, so this is, looks like a New South Wales puck. They will be very elated right now. All their forwards would have just subbed. So they'll have fresh legs sitting in front of these backs. And ready to go.
Just under 7 minutes left in this match. And I can't tell for sure. It looks like that was a penalty goal awarded to South Australia. Score is now 6-2 in Victoria's favour. And a referee timeout has been called again. No, it looks like the ref was mistaken there. That was a timeout called by South Australia. exactly tell what's happening. Looks like play hasn't resumed yet.
47's on the Sydney
And a Victorian player has been sent out. I'll see if I can get their number for you.
Park, there he goes. He'll probably hold his breath for the rest of the game. There's only a minute left. Just kidding. He'll have to breathe.
Not quite. Don't exactly know who that is on the Victorian team. But Victoria is down to 5 players here with 6.5 minutes left in the match.
Let's hope the boys from New South Wales can beat them on this one.
We'll see if South Australia can score another goal.
We've got to beat them.
They have, I'd say South Australia have been doing a lot better in this second half. They've been keeping up the aggression. Puck is more evenly between the two halves of the field. Court.
Covering, breathing.
Wouldn't want you to confuse it with any other type of hockey. We are having some camera problems here, but it is still doesn't look like there is a lot happening. Victoria are back up to 6 players now.
This is danger territory again.
Looks like the play is over on the far side of the court, 3/4 of the way across to South Australia's side.
Called it yet, but I'm guessing it's
So halfway to South Australia's back wall.
both teams down a player. 14 seconds for that number 9 between the Queensland team, Eli Carroll.
5.5 minutes remaining in this half.
On the bottom for the rest of the game.
Looks like Vic have the goal in that far corner, but South Australia have managed to get a breakaway and have run it back up to the middle.
As soon as that puck gets stuck to the slip
I'd say South Australia have some pretty good forwards here. They've been getting a lot of big swims in.
big cheer outside there in New South Wales. Let's get excited. Can we save this? 38 seconds to go. 16. Hustle,
And there's a call from the referees. Don't exactly know what has happened here. We'll just have to wait and find out.
outside in the middle. Someone with a black stick running like crazy. That's Ryan Heckenberg. He'll swing going to the pool. No, he's not. No, I think it was. I think that is Ryan Heckenberg.
And that is an advantage puck to Victoria here.
Ref timeout. There's someone swimming towards the sin bin out there.
Victoria playing this advantage.
That would be-
Can't exactly tell what's going on. Both teams have a big presence on the floor right now, as they should when it's this close to the goal tray.
5 seconds.
Looks like the puck is now being contested on that far wall. South Australia probably managed to push it over there.
A week forward decline, but I wouldn't be surprised if Queensland throw an extra forward in.
And I believe the puck is in the tray. We'll wait for the call from the refs, and that looks like a goal for Victoria. Score is now 7-2 in Victoria's favour, and just under 4 minutes left in this match.
Flick to the side, drive down the wall. Esteban there too, then second piece back on side, I think. And they're all pushing into the corner. Corner is the place New South Wales want to be, and Queensland are going to get it out there in 20 seconds. And now it's another penalty. But the clock has paused again. They're doing a really good job on the deck, pausing this clock.
Players off again.
They're set it up again. Everyone's setting up in front of the goal again. Another
Very even puck here, but South Australia managed to gain possession. Bring it over to that far wall. Looks like Victoria have intercepted that. I believe South Australia still had the puck.
big flick.
Still have the puck then, but Victoria were putting a lot of pressure on them.
10 seconds.
There are 3 minutes left in this match.
Now they get in there, Jacko, and then they're driving down that back wall. They're going to stay on the bottom for 4 seconds now. And they've cemented this as a win, it looks like. Big
Looks like
swings outside. New South Wales will one
Vic putting pressure on that South Australia player that tried to make a switch.
Bodies smiling in both teams. That was a really great game. Thank you.
It looks like a call from the referees. That is advantage to Victoria.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, either of them. Yeah, I want to know what's happening in this call. It seems like
It's all getting a bit hectic. You want to go until time. Nice, thank you.
Looks like South Australia have the puck on this near wall. Looks like advantage to Victoria here, just under 2 minutes left in the match. I believe there is a timeout being called from the referees, most likely. Playing that advantage there. Can't exactly tell what's going. South Australia have the puck, bringing it over to the near wall, trying to pass it on to one of their forwards, but Victoria have intercepted that. Advantage to Victoria again. Now, when there is, I don't exactly know what the threshold is, but when there's not much time left in the match, the referees will call a timeout while they're setting up the advantage, just to make sure that a call from the referees can't have as big of an impact on the end of the match. Oh, looks like Victoria there. A lot of players on that South Australian goal tray, but it looks like SA have managed to bring the puck over to the far corner. 1.5 minutes left. Looks like, don't exactly know. That looks like a penalty here being set up. Of course, Victoria had a penalty goal earlier, but now it's South Australia's turn. Let's see if SA manage to defend this. And they come down. Looks like Victoria managed to get the puck in. Score is 8-2 in Victoria's favour now. Ref setting the puck up back in the middle again. Still 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Definitely enough time for either team to score here. They're off on the strike. Looks like Victoria have the strike first, bring it over to the near wall on a bit of a diagonal. Getting intercepted by South Australia, deciding to run up on this corridor instead. Looks like there's a contest on the wall right now. Victoria managing to bring the puck up along that wall into the corner though. South Australia bring it into the corner. I imagine South Australia will hold the puck there for a bit. .40 left in the match now. Victoria coming out on the diagonal. Do they make it? Puck on that left wall now. It's very contested here. Looks like South Australia have gotten that puck back in the corner again. There's a call from the referee, which is advantage to Victoria. This could be the opportunity that Vic need to get another goal. Current score is 8-2 in Victoria's favour. And they're off. Victoria playing that advantage. Referees, of course, play a very vital role in this game. And it looks like South Australia have managed to bring the puck over to that far wall. And that is time. Final score is 8-2 in Victoria's favour. I'll just see what the next games will be. Next game will be
South.